James Ed Sprouse was born on September 20, 1923, in the small farming community of Vernon, Alabama. One of his first memories was at age 5 when he stood on a crate to sing at the front of his church. He learned to read shape notes from his singing school teacher, Noah Pennington. At the age of 14, his choir director invited him to sing with the local Lamar County Gospel Quartet, which would be his first experience with quartet singing. Mr. Sprouse remained with the quartet until he graduated high school in 1941, when he won first place in the Stamps-Baxter School of Music subscription contest. His reward was attendance at the school in Dallas, Texas. When he returned, he and his mother moved to Columbus, Mississippi. It was there he met his future wife, Alta Atkins, at a youth meeting. They were married in 1944 and raised 3 sons together, Philip, Gerald, and John. His love for gospel music set him on his career path with several other quartets. He joined the Friendly Five Quartet in Columbus, Mississippi. In 1942, Mr. Sprouse received his first call from a professional quartet, the Smile a While Quartet, in Macon, Georgia. In 1947, he joined the Harmoniers Quartet in Montgomery, Alabama. Later that year, he joined his second professional group, the Dixie Rhythm Quartet, in Dothan, Alabama. From there, he moved to Tampa, Florida, and joined the Dixie Lily Rebels Quartet, where Mr. Sprouse did radio shows for their sponsor, Dixie Lily Flower Company. But the call that would define his career came in 1950 when Elmo Fagg, the 2005 SGMA Hall of Fame member, hired him as tenor for the Blue Ridge Quartet in Spartanburg, South Carolina. He would remain with them for 15 years. The Blue Ridge Quartet was one of the premier groups in that day. They became known as the group that had the sweetest music this side of heaven. They helped form the Gospel Singing Caravan, which under the direction of Elmo Fagg was composed of the Lefevres, the Prophets, and the Johnson Sisters. They also made regular appearances on WSPA-TV in Spartanburg, South Carolina. Over their career, the Blue Ridge Quartet recorded over 70 albums. Today, there are several members of the Blue Ridge Quartet in the SGMA Hall of Fame. Elmo Fagg, Fred Daniel, Kenny Gates, Jim Hamill, George Yonts, and David Reese. He was featured on many favorite songs, such as No Disappointments in Heaven.
No more trouble, no sorrow, no pain. No more hearts that are weary and broken. No more souls that are living in sin.
Mr. Sprouse left the group in 1965 to spend more time with his family. In 1968, he became choir director at the Central United Methodist Church in Columbus, Mississippi, until 1979 when he stepped down to take care of his wife. He sang again with the Senators, and for the last 25 years of his life, he sang with a local group in Columbus, the Old Timers. Mr. Sprouse passed away last year on September 21st, one day after his 91st birthday. In his lifetime, Mr. Sprouse worked in a clothing factory, was a truck driver, owned and operated several businesses, but his love was singing gospel music. He said the 2 biggest influences on his life were members of his first group, Noah Pennington and Jeff Finch, who helped him early in life to love gospel music, Southern style. And tonight, James Ed Sprouse takes his place in the Southern Gospel Music Association Hall of Fame.